Yes, sir. About to talk about some picks here, man. Terrible day for me yesterday. But it is what it is. Let me get a couple of people come in here. Set up a few things real fast and get this shared out a couple places. Then we'll jump right into it. See what we got going on here. Yes, sir. Share it there. Definitely share it here. Boy, man, I had a rough day yesterday. Livers, man, that motherfucker came out there. That motherfucker was chopped liver. Soon as God damn, man, he mm, mm, mm. foul trouble right off the back, messed up the floor of the game. Tillman, I was all over Tillman, and I guess it could have been part of the blowout, but it is what it is. Uh, he didn't get there either, man. He ended up playing 24 minutes. And the beat down was a big major part of that one there. And the Boston Celtics, they crumpled, but I wasn't even on Boston Celtics. Jaylen Brown, I took the 2.5 threes for him. I knew he was due, and then I took the over points for Marcus Smart. His ass went out there act like he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So that was another thing right there. What else? Curry, I had him over 4.5 threes. Didn't get there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I went on ahead and took Milwaukee. I had a strong lean with them. I took Milwaukee and I took the over 6.5 assists. I parlayed that together for Holiday. So that really, really went well for me. And the Milwaukee Bucks were down. I know their defense was going to prevail. I ended up taking them 11 plus coming out of halftime. I threw $5 on that, and they ended up losing. I mean, winning that game by 9. I was like, damn, man. So, man, that was a plus. What? 1,500. Yeah, it was a plus 1,500. So, it is what it is with that situation, man. Today, just want to briefly go through some. I'm so undecided, but I got the plays that I like, but I don't know how I play them, how I want to play them, because I'm playing on a few different sites. So I don't know exactly how I really want to play these plays. Probably a play or two from each and every last game. I don't know if I'm going to run up on anything official, but it's early. So right off the bat, we're looking at this this Cleveland Cavaliers at Charlotte Hornets, 223 and a half over under. This is a rematch, I want to say. These two teams did just play. So that's one thing there. Yeah, so these teams just played. One thing I'm looking for is Donovan Mitchell to bounce back at least in a 3-point category. I'm looking for him to bounce back at least in a 3-point category. He shot 0 of 6 last game, so I couldn't talk you off his threes right there. All right. Now I'm looking on PrizePicks, and I'm checking out the assist profit, Darius Garland. I mean, it's just low. I mean, it's doable. 7. You can get a push right here on PrizePicks with the 7. You can get a push, and on on the books you're gonna get it at 7.5. All right. So couldn't talk you off neither one of these here. He's been crushing his point prop. His points prop should be in play too. So if you're looking at a point PRA, whatever the case may be, or points and assists, but the assist prop for Darius Garland is one that I'm looking at. I couldn't talk you off the Donovan Mitchell at 4. Both of these, if they hit that number 7 or 4, both of these guys, they can get a push here. But on the books, you're going to look at 7.5. I think if I am playing this one, it's a strong lean. If I am playing this one, it's going to be on PrizePicks here. Okay, so those are some plays that I'm looking at. Honorable mention, Terry Rozier has been smacking his assist prop as well. All right. And that's sitting at 5.5. Detroit Pistons at Washington Wizards don't have much for this game yet. I can see instances where Gafford can get there, but the usual suspects are in play. I just haven't taken any props from this game. A lot of numbers ain't out. This is a back-to-back for Detroit in the 3rd and 4th. Denver Nuggets at Toronto Raptors, 227 over under. I'm gonna like this game for same game parlays. Of course, we've been riding Fred VanVleet's props here, but at least his assist prop been riding that. Now I haven't taken the 8.5 yet. This is as high as it's been in recent time, so I don't know if I'm going to end up going there. Okay, so I'm probably just going to go. I don't know. I don't know which way I want to go. I'm looking at the fantasy score as well. This Toronto team, as in, well, I see, not Toronto, but this Denver team, they're giving up the most assists to the point guard position over the last 7 games. That's recently. And so they've been really, really, really giving it up. Okay. So, but like I said, I've been riding Fred VanVleet's assist prop for the duration. It's sitting at 8.5. I don't know if I want to get there, but the proof is in the pudding. Recently, at least coming out of the All-Star break, Denver Nuggets, they're giving up 11.7 assists per 48 to that position. And I mean, what else the proof is in the pudding right there. Do I want to get there? I don't know, but this is the highest it's been. You know what I'm saying? But Jamal Murray is questionable. I'll put that out there. All right. So, this team is not that good versus point guards. So, the 8.5 assists for Fred VanVleet is in play. Like I said, he's probably hit this number in 6 straight games or something of that nature. Let's see. He's hit this number in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of his last 7 games. One of those he's had 7 assists there. Now on PrizePicks, I couldn't talk you off the points and assists because they will give up the points to the point guard position as well. And like I said, when you're dealing with Nick Nurse, he's leaving these guys out there, okay? Or the threes. The 3 ball is definitely in play, okay? It's just what they do, all right? Another player, I'm going to love this game for same game parlays because another player, it's a lot of other players, man. Barring any foul trouble, especially while I'm on the assist prop here, it's Jakob Poeltl. He's over 2.5 assists. It's not out of the realm of possibilities here. This Denver Nuggets team, they can give up as long as he stays out of foul trouble, man. Centers, assists. The Denver Nuggets, per 48, they're giving up 6 assists to the center position per 48. You guys know somebody like Jakob Poeltl, which he's averaging probably 3.5 assists on the season. A solid 3 assists on the season. So 2.5 assists is not out of the realm of possibilities. These 2 teams just played, and he had 4 assists. He's had 4 assists or better in 2 of his last 3 games. We all know what he can do. All right, so his numbers in general are in play. Points, PRAs. You know what I'm saying? PRAs. I couldn't talk you off on any of it for Jakob Poeltl there. Okay, so those are 2 guys that I'm looking at. Even Fred VanVleet is really, really good for to be on the floor with Jakob Poeltl. Hitting him in those right spots where he can score a few extra baskets. His points prop is sitting at 13.5. So points and rebounds, whatever the case may be, I couldn't talk you off any of that for Jakob Poeltl. Okay, so those are 2 guys that I'm looking at pretty hard there. Jokic just missed a triple-double last time these two teams played. Keep an eye out on the status of Jamal Murray. If Jamal Murray doesn't play, Jokic will have to pick up some more of the scoring, some more of the scoring, task here. And then this is not this is not the fastest, team, this is not the fastest paced teams, you know what I'm saying? So that shows in the score, you know what I'm saying? When you got both of these teams here, let's see. Toronto Raptors, they're the sixth slowest team in the league, and Denver Nuggets, right? They like in the bottom third, so you know what I'm saying? It reflects in the score. I think last time these two teams played, the score was 113 to 118. Not bad, but not they scored more than I thought they would, to tell you the truth. So let's keep it moving. Los Angeles Lakers at New Orleans Pelicans here. We got an over under 226.5 in this spot here. And don't know what to expect with the injury news for don't know what to expect for the injury news for the New Orleans side of things here. I'm looking at I don't know. Tell you the truth, I don't know. It would be good if Ingram was in this one here, but we'll have to see. If we know Ingram's not in, then we know it'll be the McCollum show. Jacory, you getting in on the assist tonight? We've been killing it. We've been eating it. We've been eating good on those on Fred VanVleet's assists, bro. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I mean, if I do take it, I'll probably take it on PrizePicks with the 8. Russell, yeah, in this game here, I think Russell has been playing some good ball. He's got this right now. He's in put up or shut up mode. You know what I'm saying? He put up all that shit in Minnesota, causing all that all them problems and shit in Minnesota. But he's in put up a shut up mode right now. He's taking 17 shots or better in his last 2 games. We know what he does behind the arc. Around over a third of his shots come from behind the arc. You know what I'm saying? 11 attempts, 3-point attempts, and 8 3-point attempts. And he's been dishing the ball pretty well. You know what I'm saying? 7 assists or better in 3 of his last 4 games. I want to say since he's played with these Lakers. I want to say don't quote me on that. But good matchup here for him. I would say a good matchup for CJ McCollum as well. And then you couple that with the fact that this let's see, on the season, this team doesn't they don't on the season they don't defend the center all that well, you know what I'm saying? So Anthony Davis could have himself a ball here. So they're giving up probably they around 1, 2, 3, 4, about the 7 most points, and then the rebounds. New Orleans Pelicans in bottom third, they're giving up rebounds. So Anthony Davis is in play here. Don't know if I'm going to get there, but they do have Larry Nance back, I want to say. He's one of the guys, that helps out with the defending people, but he's playing very limited minutes right now. However, yeah, man, guys been on fire though. I don't know what to expect without Ingram in this spot. I mean, Murphy, I've been riding this 3-ball, since earlier in the season. He steps out there when I ain't looking. Lately, he's got 9, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3. You know what I'm saying? So, he understands the assignment. Murphy's stepping up to the plate. We'll see. I didn't really have much for this game. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Russell numbers are in play. What is Russell's point prop sitting at? I know his assist prop. I think it's sitting at 7.5. Let's check. 6.5. What is his points prop? It'll be his 7.5 in a minute. What is his points prop sitting at? 20.5. That's interesting. The usage should be there for him, though. The usage should be there for him. I like this spot for him. New Orleans Pelicans have been notorious for giving up assists. I guess they're getting better. They still in the bottom third, but they getting better. So we'll see. I didn't have a lot. So you say you like Russell to keep balling out. I couldn't talk you off of that. You know what I'm saying? They really they sure need him. They sure need him. Oh, fuck, man. Next next game I had somebody pinned in was this Brooklyn Nets at Oklahoma City Thunder game, 233.5 over under in this spot here. I've been checking out some numbers lately for these two teams here. I'm looking at Spencer Dinwiddie really, really hard in this one. It could probably be a assist and it could probably be an assist and points thing type of thing for me, man. Looking at the numbers, seeing what's going on, and there's another guy, so I'll go recently with this one here. Last 15, I'll go last 7 games. OKC, they're giving up the 6-7 most points to the point guard position. And then I'm looking at the assist props here. They're giving up the assist too. So this is lately, and we know what Spencer Dinwiddie has been doing lately. Okay, so you can look at his points and assists if you ask me. 3 ball, they've been giving up the 3 ball. They're giving up the second most threes to the point guard position. All right, if Spencer Dinwiddie can get hot, when you're giving up the second most threes, and then you're giving up the 7 most points. That just means you're giving up points in all facets of the game. So to the point guard position, so I can't talk you off of that. It's points or assists. Like I said, per 48, they're giving up 10 assists. All right, Spencer Dinwiddie, his assist prop has gotten pretty high. So that's one thing to look for as well. I like Spencer's assists as well. And I like Bridges over on points. It was a sweat last time, but he came through for me, finished with 26 points exactly. Couldn't talk you off of that. Somebody like he should see somebody like Dort, though. I ain't gonna lie. He might see somebody like Dort, but he's been balling. All right. So, I couldn't talk you off of that. On the flip side, I was looking at I got a couple more plays I'm looking at here. The assist prop is pretty low. It's pretty low for assist prop is pretty low for Josh Giddey, sitting at 5.5. On PrizePicks, the assist prop for these guys, you can get let's see. You get Josh Giddey at 6.5 on PrizePicks. They don't have Dinwiddie listed yet. So that's one thing you can look at there. Interesting. All right. So 5.5 assists for Josh Giddey is not out of the realm of possibilities. He hasn't hit in his last 3 games, but prior to that, he hit in 4. So he's like 4 out of a 7 to this number here. But we'll see. Center. We can't forget about Nick Claxton. Okay, when we're looking at these blocks and shit like that, Oklahoma City Thunder coming out of the All-Star break, they're giving up the most blocks. Who are you talking about? Giddey? So, like I said, Oklahoma City, they're giving up the most blocks at 3.5, almost 3.5. And we know what Nick Claxton can do. Nick Claxton, he come out there beating your shit. You know what I'm saying? So, let me get some numbers for you guys here. For Nick, hasn't played this team recently, but he didn't have any blocks versus Denver, but he's had prior after that, he the 4 blocks, 3, 3. All right. So 4, 4, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 3. All right. So you couple that with the fact that Brooklyn is giving up the most blocks. And if you're on YouTube, hit that like button, for my people on YouTube, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. Either way it goes, but the blocks are in play. All right, I know they don't have his blocks on PrizePicks right now, but you could probably get his blocks on 2.5. Could never talk you off of that. 2.5, and you got 1 block. You can get a half a block for you get a block for Mikal Bridges. I haven't looked at his blocks, but He's averaging almost a block, 0.8. So, the odds are in your favor there. Yeah. So that's interesting. There, 2.5 blocks for Claxton. He's hit that in 4 of his last 5 games. Okay. But like I said, you guys know the drill with that. Yeah. So some other things we're looking at here. Orlando Magic at San Antonio Spurs here, 234 and over under in this one here. So I don't know how I want to attack this move here, but I'm gonna what's this Wendell Carter. All right. So I don't know how I want to attack it, but I'm gonna tell you like this here. All right. So look, we all know I fucks with Wendell Carter pretty hard. Let's see. So he's had he's had double-digit rebounds in 5 of his last 6 games. Okay, so let's look on the season. Some numbers on the season here versus the center position. On the season, Portland's giving up the second most points. They're giving up about the 7th most rebounds, assists. San Antonio, bottom 3rd, blocks, about the 8th or 9th most blocks, steals, 2nd most steals, and fantasy points. If you're looking at PrizePicks and yada yada, all of these are season numbers, not lately. These are season numbers. All right, so they're giving up the 2nd most fantasy points here. So I don't know what I want to do here. Tell you the truth. So the double is in play. He's got like I said, he's got double-digit rebounds in 5 of his last 6 games. So the double is in play. And then the points and rebounds. He got point totals in the area of 27, 12, 19, 11, 14, 26, 15, 14, 19, 13. You know the drill. So his points and rebounds prop is looking at I thought it was 25 and a half. Something that's pretty much doable. Yeah, 25 and a half. You go out there and get 16 points, 10 rebounds. What? You go out there and get 20 points, 10 rebounds. You go out there and get, 14 points or 15 points and 11 rebounds, something like that. It's doable. You know what I'm saying? It's just if you want to get there or not. You know what I'm saying? And the points prop here, because on PrizePicks, you can't get a double-double, but like I said, he might get 8 rebounds, but he might get 18 points. It's just a lot. And it's just, so I'm trying to figure out which way I want to attack it. On the books, I know I can slide over to a double-double. Like I say, he's got 5 rebounds or better. He got double-digit rebounds in 5 of his last 6 games. So the numbers support it. It's just now recently, recently to the center position, they've been getting a little bit better recently. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't talk you off of them, but they still giving up the most fantasy points to the center position. So if you even want to look at PrizePicks for a fantasy score, because Wendell Carter will go out there and do a multitude of things. You know what I'm saying? So blocks and steals and stuff like that. Where's Wendell Carter? What's his fantasy score? Okay, his fantasy score is 32 and a half. All right, so he's hit this number 2 of his last 3 games since he's been back, averaging 2.5 assists. The only thing about that is about a half a block and a half a steal. So for a steal, you're going to get 3 points. For a block, you're going to get 3 points. And then when you take fantasy score, he's averaging 2.2 turnovers. So when you take fantasy score, you get doctor points. So I could even look towards the PRAs, you know what I'm saying, and just be done with it, or just points and assists or double-double, or either or, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot. If you're skeptical, I'll tell you this, if you're skeptical of the double-double, I would take the points and the rebounds, tell you the truth. On the other side, we do know that Collins has been playing some wonderful basketball. So I can't talk you off any of Collins' numbers. I mean, I can go through some numbers for you guys if you want to just, take a brief look at him. He's played 30 minutes in 3 of his last 4 games. Some of his numbers lately has been 23 and 11, 10 and 9, 14 and 10, 18 and 6. Those are consecutive games right there. Collins has been playing some good basketball. I don't know what his numbers are going to come out on PrizePicks, but his numbers are fairly stiff on the books there. Let's see. They have been, at least they have been. We don't have those guys out right now because we're looking at injury news and stuff like that. Franz Wagner is questionable. Keldon Johnson is questionable, okay? On the season, Magic, I haven't been betting on Keldon Johnson, but Orlando has shown the ability to give up points to the small forward position on the season. On the season they have. So they're giving up the second most points to the point power small forward position there. Uh-huh. Yeah. So I mean, I guess Markel Fultz numbers are in play as well. Wonderful matchup for him. So I couldn't talk you off any of his numbers. I just didn't look at any of them. You guys got anything? Let me know, but I'm gonna keep it moving from here. Mm-hmm. Some Milwaukee Bucks and Phoenix Suns game here. We need to see who's going to be in and out. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, let me slide over here to Twitter, just get a injury news update. Don't have nothing new right now. Don't have anything new right now. Okay. So it is what it is with that situation. But I mean, I can't make a play on this game. I can't, what do we have out right now? DeAndre Ayton. I need to know who's playing. I need to know who's playing. Like I said yesterday, like I'm gonna keep telling y'all, ain't nowhere in this world. I took them last night. Ain't nowhere in this world. I'm not stepping in front of these Milwaukee Bucks. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm not stepping in front of them, man. I ain't. So we'll see who's in and out. And then I'll tell you this here. Because I've been riding Milwaukee and I got Milwaukee money in my pocket. I ain't going against them. Let me tell you this right now. Giannis been rested. No, sir. I ain't going against them. Not right now. Milwaukee, they are 21-13 and 28-6 at home. Okay. Phoenix, they okay at home. Well, the case may be with that. It is what it is. Between these two teams, Milwaukee has beat them 3. Milwaukee has been, let's see, since last year. So Milwaukee beat these guys twice at home. Okay. Now they on the road. You know there's bad blood between these two teams. So that's you have to factor that shit in there too. It's bad blood because Milwaukee did beat these guys in the championship. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. All right. So and then Crowder and shit like that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. February 26th, last time these two teams played, was very, very close. Let's see what happened, guys. Let's see what happened. So who played? Everybody played. Booker had 24. Paul had 18 and 7. Koji had 11. Aiden had 22 and 11. Who else? Let's see. So ABC didn't play that game. Brook Lopez had 22. Holiday had 33. Middleton didn't. Middleton did play. Middleton played 25 minutes. He had 11. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this here. I won't be stepping in front of that train. Okay. It's still going to be. I gotta see who's in. If everybody in, you already know what I'm doing. I'm rolling with Milwaukee. Shit, I've been riding with their ass. You think I'm finna jump off? No, sir. No, sir. Milwaukee, they won 88 last 10. Yeah, I mean, it is what it. They playing some phenomenal basketball right now. So it's not an official play or none of that. I'm just saying that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Okay, a few trends for this game here. The Bucks, they 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games, playing on 0 games rest. They 10-1 against the spread in their last 11 road games. They are killing it against the spread. Now, the Suns, the over is 4-0-1 in their last 5 games overall. And that's pretty. That's pretty. I ain't gonna say alarming, but I mean, I don't know. It's conflicting with the books just setting they lines at. You know what I'm saying? The over is 4. That's big. That's actually big. Between these two teams, the over is 6-0 in the last 6 meetings in Phoenix. Okay, so between these two teams, and overall in the last 13 meetings, the over is 9-3-1. All right, so I guess I don't know what to say about that. The over is trending for Phoenix right now, and Milwaukee Bucks are pretty good, have been pretty good against the spread. So that's what we're looking at right there. I'm not even going near none of these props right now. I don't feel the need to. I don't want to go to it. I don't want to go to it right now. You guys got something on that? Let me know. This one here, it'll probably be like, look at Milwaukee. They still roll favorites right now. Sheesh. God. New York Knicks at Portland Trail Blazers here, 228 over under in this spot here. Didn't look at a lot of numbers from this one here, but I got interest. Whenever you get Brunson out, I'm automatically looking at RJ Barrett. Okay, he has to be the aggressor. He has to be the one that's like, yes, I'm glad this little motherfucker out, so I can take me some shots or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I expect Brunson to be out this one here. I thought I read somewhere where, if he misses this game here, it'll be a series of like 10 days in a row where he won't have to play. He needs to rest that foot because, Tom Thibodeau will run your ass into the ground. So, however, looking at Jerry Grant, he's questionable. And Damian Lillard, he's questionable with that calf. So that just about sums it up for the injury news here. Now, like I said, RJ Barrett, here's a guy who that's what I'll be looking at. You know what I'm saying? In the absence of course, I'm gonna be looking at Quickly as well. I think there's a good matchup here for Quickly in certain areas, but RJ Barrett, he's taken the shot attempts he's taken was 27, 12 against the Clippers, but 27 last game, 12, 23, 24, 22. All right. So the usage goes up for him. His points probably sitting at 22 and a half. I couldn't talk you off of it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in certain areas, I couldn't talk you off of it. He's hit this number in 4 of his last 5 games. The one game he missed was versus the Clippers. He had 11 points. He could have been getting clamped. I ain't even gonna lie. He probably could have been clamped, but he's been killing this number, and I can't talk you off of it. This Blazers team in certain areas, they do give it up in certain areas. I think the power 4 spot is one of the areas that they do like to give it up, rebound wise at least. And I don't know where I seen that at. It might have been the last. Oh, you know what it is? I'm sorry. It's on the season. They've always give it up to the center position. All right, they've always give up the points to the center position, but they're getting better. They got Nurk back, but the center position they've always give it up. They give up the most points, to the center position. Rebounds they haven't been creeping up, but last 7 I think they've creeping up. Last 7, I don't know. They have Mitchell Robinson in town here, so he's a good rebounder. You guys know I go to his rebounds. His rebound props just be sitting at 9.5. want to say. Yeah, 9.5. So couldn't talk you off of that. Like I say, Nurkic is back. He did get into the 20s versus Joel Embiid. But he come right back versus New Orleans Pelicans and played 10 minutes. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. So I couldn't talk you off Mitchell Robinson's rebound numbers here. Mitchell Robinson got his minutes. I was watching that game versus the Lakers. Hardenstein came in. He was playing. I was watching them versus the Lakers. Hardenstein came in. He was playing good, and Mitchell Robinson never came back into the game. Man, he played 24 minutes. I needed a few more rebounds, and I couldn't get there. But the minutes have been. I mean, he's played 20 minutes. The minutes are concerning right now for him. 24, 28, and 20 in his last 3 games. Prior to that, he was playing 30 minutes, 28 to 30 minutes, religiously. So, it's not a priority for me to get there, but it's, in certain situations, you might want to temper your expectations, I don't know, man. These guys are crazy, man. But everybody's the usual suspects are in play. But I'm looking at RJ Barrett really, really tough right now. Okay, in the absence of Jalen Brunson, now he's definitely taking, shots there. All right, the defense. Let me see. Post All-Star break. This Portland Trailblazers defense hasn't been that good, I don't believe. Let's see. Portland Trailblazers third worst defense post All-Star break overall. Okay, so yeah, I'll be looking at some iteration of RJ Barrett points. Don't go out there and sell, man, because I'm definitely thinking about taking this 23.5. It's a strong lean for me. All right, 22.5. I'm sorry. Where's this points prop on PrizePicks? 22.5. I guess. Manuel quickly, he can get hot with the best of them. So I don't mind the matchup. I don't know if he's that type of guy, but this Portland team does give it up. They give up rebounds and assists to the point guard position, man. Surprisingly, I ain't gonna say surprisingly, but they give up the second most rebounds to the point guard position, and assists. They give up the 4th most assists to the point guard position. But quickly, he's not that big time rebounder. He did just have 10 rebounds versus the Clippers. That was 2 games ago. Tibbs will leave his ass out there, so we'll see. But that just about sums it up right there for some plays. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. Damn, I got the hiccups for some guys that I'm looking at. So real quick, damn, I got the hiccups. Real quick, let's go back over this shit one more time. Cleveland. For Cleveland, I was looking recap a little bit. Cleveland, I was really gravitating to PrizePicks for Cleveland. Darius Garland, I couldn't talk you off his points. He's been killing it. His points probably sitting at I think 20.5 or something like that, 19.5, 20.5, 21.5. He's hit that number in 1, 2, 3 out of his last 5 games. I couldn't talk you off of that. I'm looking at his assist prop at 7 on PrizePicks. I can get a push. I'm looking at Donovan Mitchell's assist prop a little bit where you can get a push. You can get a push. I'm looking at it a little bit on PrizePicks. Terry Rozier has been hitting this 4.5. I mean, it's 5.5, and Gordon Hayward has been he's been hitting that 4.5 at least three out of his last 5 games here. All right. As far as the side, it's going to be Cleveland and nothing. I know Cleveland, they're better at home, but they're okay. no, they okay. They got good defense. Defense could probably carry them over to us. And Charlotte has been playing the first or second best defense coming out of the All-Star break. Detroit Pistons and Washington Wizards. I didn't really pick anything out for this one here. Waiting for lines, yada yada yada. Denver Nuggets and Toronto Raptors here. Undecided on how I want to attack these guys, whether it's points and assists or because I'm looking at points and assists for Fred VanVleet. What is that? Wait a minute, that's rebounds and assists. Points and assists. This is it. Okay. So 27.5. I couldn't talk you off of that. Points and assists. And then, like I said, I've been riding his assist prop for the duration, but 8.5, I hadn't went that far yet. I hadn't went that far at 8.5. If I take that 8.5, I'm almost thinking I should just take this double-double. And then fantasy score, I couldn't talk you off his fantasy score. So that's a possibility that I might lean towards a fantasy score and just see if he can get me a lot in one. All right. His fantasy score is sitting at 38.5. He's hit this number in a few games, though, man. Last time these two teams played, he had 47 fantasy points. He's hit this number 3 out of his last 4 games. All right. Fantasy. Well, only reason I look at fantasy score because he averaged 1.7 steals and 0.6 blocks. So, he can go out there and get you a couple steals. Those are 3 points apiece. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You get hot from behind the arc, score some points, yada, yada, yada. Triple-double is always in play for Nikola Jokic. And Jakob Poeltl, his assist prop is in play for me. Rebounds and points. You can go PRA. You can go rebounds and assists. You can go points and assists. Points and rebounds. I couldn't talk you off neither one as long as you feel like he stays out of foul trouble. All right. The Los Angeles Lakers game, I didn't have much for this one here, but, like my boy Jacory said, he's looking at Russell to keep it going. Couldn't talk you off anything for this game here. I want to see who's in and out, if Brandon Ingram's in or whatever the case may be. CJ McCollum's point prop is pretty high already, sitting at 24.5. Brooklyn Nets at Oklahoma City Thunder here. What I'm looking at here is either assists, points or assists. Points and assists. One of the cases for one of them for Spencer Dinwiddie. Coming out of the All-Star break, points. Oklahoma City giving up the points, probably the 6 or 7 most. The threes, they're giving up the second most threes, and assists. They're giving up the assists, 6 most assists. So I couldn't talk you off of any of those numbers there, and yeah. So that's what I'm looking at for on the Brooklyn Nets there. And then blocks. I'm looking at the blocks for Nick Claxton, sitting at 2.5. They're giving up 3.5, almost 3.5 blocks on the season there. All right. Wendell Carter, points and rebounds, double-double or flat rebound prop. Even fantasy score, all that's in play for me. Milwaukee Bucks, if everybody plays, it's going to be, I'm going to just, it's not an official play, but I'm taking Milwaukee Bucks. And New York Knicks, strong lean to the over for RJ Barrett points, just from a pure usage standpoint. Somebody who's taking 23, 24 shots or better in 3 of his last 4 games. All right. With that being said, guys, peace out, man. I need to get back from a horrible day yesterday. I had it wasn't super bad, but the players that I gave out, trash, to tell you the truth. The leans, I ended up playing the lean. I started playing my leans. So good thing that Detroit game came on first. When I seen Livers start catching all them fouls, then I immediately started playing my leans. Took the over 3.5 for 2.5 threes for Jaylen Brown and Milwaukee Bucks. Parlay with 6.5 assists for Holiday, and I played Curry threes and I got smoked on that. You know what I'm saying? Then here come Marcus Smart smoking my ass again. So, it wasn't the best day, but, that's why we love the mob, man, So peace out, guys. I'll probably make a video and just post it up there with those definite picks. I'm out of here.